Welcome to Concept Craft. We are presenting step-by-step videos training to crack your certification exam, so you can gain the confidence to take on any accounting challenge. Now let's begin our today's lesson. Recording undeposited funds. Learning outcomes. In this lesson, we'll cover recording undeposited fund transactions in QuickBooks Online. Topics. What is the undeposited funds account? Recording payments as undeposited funds. Adding payments to a deposit. Pro Advisor Challenge. Payments that haven't yet reached a bank account. Clients often receive payments from customers that aren't deposited in their bank account right away. Reconciling them might take some time and effort. How can you and QuickBooks Online help? The undeposited funds account, also known as the payments to deposit account in some company files, keeps track of clients' checks until they take them to the bank. Clients often struggle to grasp the function of this account, so as a pro advisor, you can help them understand how to use it. What is the undeposited funds account? The undeposited funds, or payments to deposit, account is meant to be a temporary holding account that tracks payments received from customers that have not been deposited to your client's bank account. Its main purpose is to make reconciliation easier by combining multiple transactions into a single record. What's the advantage of combining multiple transactions into a single record? Holding payments in undeposited funds groups them together into a single deposit, making it easy for clients to match the bank register with their bank statement. For example, if your client receives two payments, a check for $100 and another for $200, and deposits those checks, the bank records them as one $300 deposit. What should clients take note of when using the undeposited funds account? Using the undeposited funds account incorrectly may result in overstated income. For example, if the client marks an invoice as paid and then assigns the received funds to a bank account, the company appears to have more cash on hand than it actually has. Similarly, if they create deposits to an asset account, they inflate the asset account and cause an imbalance in the balance sheet. Recording payments as undeposited funds. Let's see how your clients would record received but not yet deposited checks in QuickBooks Online. Let's start with recording the first payment from a customer. Select the plus New button and then Receive Payment. From the Customer drop-down, select the customer the first payment is from. In this case, it's for a check from Bill Gollinger. Notice how a list with any outstanding invoices for that customer appears. Set the payment date. Then select the payment method. In our case, we select check. Fill in the reference number box. In the Deposit to box, make sure to select Undeposited Funds, or Payments to Deposit. To apply the payment to an invoice, check the box next to the invoice by selecting the invoice. QuickBooks Online will calculate an amount in the Amount Received field. Make sure this amount matches the actual amount of the check. Select Save and New. Now let's add another payment from a different customer. From the Customer drop-down, select the customer the second payment is from. Once again, the active invoice automatically appears. Follow the same steps as before. When done, select Save and Close. Adding payments to a deposit. Now let's see how your client would record a bank deposit for the two checks we added in the previous video. Select plus New and then Bank Deposit. In the Account drop-down, select the checking account. Set the date. Notice how the two payments we added earlier show up in the Select the Payments included in this deposit section. Check the boxes for the payments to include the total amount of the deposit reflects the sum of the selected payments, and this will be the deposit shown in the check register. Select Save and Close. To check whether a payment is deposited or not, go to the Sales Center from the left-hand navigation. Select the Invoices tab. On the Money bar, select Deposited to see a list of the deposited transactions. Summing up. Learning outcomes. Well done. In this lesson, we covered recording undeposited fund transactions in QuickBooks Online. Knowledge recap. The undeposited funds, or payments to deposit, account helps keep track of clients' checks until they take them to the bank. Train your clients to use it properly to avoid miscategorized transactions that make reconciling difficult. Next steps. In the next lesson, we'll cover how to record deposit transactions in QuickBooks Online.